This is part 2 of the Castle Ravenloft tour. See part 1 for all the particulars. We're going to go to the subterranean floors now. And this is the main entrance. That would be the door that we would come through to entering the castle proper and the grand stair. And that leads to the chapel. But now we're going to take this staircase and go down. So we're heading down and we end up, this will go further down if we wanted to, but right now we don't. This is the trap works, seen from the bottom. And we are currently in room 61. 61 being called the hallway. And if we exit the hallway here, this whole floor is the larders of ill omen. At the end of this hallway, this little stair comes up and reconnects to the servants' entrance, if you'll remember from part 1. So coming down here, that is the wine room, which is 63, and behind an iron grate. So 63 is the wine cellar. And if we go into this room, this is the actual kitchen area, room 65. That goes into the kitchen area also. This is room 66, which is the butler's quarters. That's the door we came in from the circular stair. And this is the dining hall where the chairs and tables are thrown all over. Obviously I couldn't do that part of it, but it's room 67, the guards hall. And we're going to look to the right first here. This room right here is room 70. And room 70 is the Kingsman Hall. And then through these doors, this is 71. This is where various guards would sleep. And if you go up these stairs, you end up at the bottom of the grand tower. And so through this entranceway, this is 72 in here, and 72 is the Office of Vengeance. And the Office of Vengeance also had a secret door which leads down, but we'll open that later. Right now we're going to go back the way we came. Oops, not that way, this way. And across the hallway to look at room 68. 68 were the guards' quarters. There had been a trash and various destroyed furniture objects in each of these. This is actually 69. Technically, the outer area was 68. And then this staircase here is 64, which led up the whole north side of the tower there. So going back out this, the next best way to approach this is to, let's see, is to take that big staircase, which is not readily available. So we're going to take this one instead. So if we take this all the way down, it goes down pretty far. And this ends us in the half-flooded area at the at 73. So 73 is the dungeon hall. And down to either side, the dungeon cells, and they're flooded also. I'm not going to bother to go down there, but you can see them. They all have buttons and steel doors. And coming through here, this is the torture room. which was 76. And up above is where Strahd would watch as people got tortured. So that's as far as we can go in this one. So I'm going to go back up that stair, because we need to come down a different way to see the remainder of this. So coming back up here, there we go. I'm going to take a brief, close the doors behind me, trip into the secret door in the Office of Vengeance that we skipped before. Because that connects directly to where that throne was that overlooked it. There is an antechamber here that had a brazier. That's the best I could do for a brazier, given what we were working with. This would be room 78. And then room 77 had a curtain, which I didn't implement. And then here would be the throne room area, which has the 2 thrones. And then there's 3 doors here, and it would appear Enderman has been here, because I don't recall reading that. And these 3, one is for number 83, and it leads up, I'll take a quick peek at that. It leads directly up to Strahd's study. Remember, that was a little secret door tucked away in the corner of the bookcases. It's a bit of a hike when you're going around these spiral stairs. You don't want to fall down the middle. There we go, and that comes out in there. Bear with me as we do the downward trip through the same spirals we just did the upward trip through. Down, down, down we go. Okay, and then the central door actually leads to the more interesting space that we want to get to, which is the crypts. And this is the most likely place where I'll run into something. Oh yes, there was a slide that would slide you down into one of the cells. And so I kind of did it with this staircase thing. And if you actually fall into there, you can't get back up here, so I'm not going to actually go down there. So, but there's supposed to be a trap door here that would push you into it. And in here are the actual cells. Actual burial crypts, rather. So this whole area would be Area 84. And each one of them had a name in front of it, frequently goofy, like Spectre Absenteer, or Artista Deslop, Court Ceiling Painter, Lady Isolde Young. So I will not take credit for the actual names. Those are all the original authors, but each of these is a little cell. And here in this wing, let's see, which wing is this? This would be 85. So 85 is, I gotta get past all the catacomb stuff here. '85 is the tomb of Sergei Vanzarovich, which was Strahd's brother. So that would be his coffin, Sergei Vanzarovich. And there's lots and lots of these tombs. I won't show you all of them, but they're rather interesting to And this is the great central corridor through the catacombs. And this is the bottom of that grand staircase. This is looking up to the top of that tower that we looked down all the way in before. And if we wind our way over to the other side, this would be Strahd's tomb, so this would be 86. He obviously isn't in his tomb. And then if we go back to the center, definitely Enderman. Back to the center here. That's the center hall. We come down to the tomb of Count Barov and Countess Ravenovia. And this was supposed to look out over the town as part of the balcony, but it's underground, and obviously didn't have the height to do it. So I sort of built a fake outside with the sun there and some flowers and a little bit of water, sort of to remind me that this is supposed to be outdoors. And this would be room 88. And this landing, for those of you who want to be technical, is 87. There were some magical protections there. And that is the tour of Castle Ravenloft, both the upper areas and the lower areas. It took a tremendously long time to build, but I had a blast doing it. Looks like more Enderman property. And I hope you had as much fun with my tour of it. I'm just trying to get myself back up into the chapel, because I think that's a much more fitting place to end this video tour. And there we go. Thank you.